Wow. Takes a little bit, doesn't it? G'day, good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world watching this. I do have a viewer. I may have more. It takes a little bit to get it going, doesn't it? And exactly that, Nat. Good afternoon. I am well. It is a hot day, not quite so hot here at Port Elliot. I have stayed cool, which is fine, and it works quite well. Oh, I've got something that's playing in the background. I don't know why. But that's all right. Now I remember where. I can see that. Hold on. I've got to turn the iPad down because I'm monitoring. This time I've got it in the background working well. So let's go hide that. Sorry, Nat, I left it up. I have stayed cool because it's not near 30 yet. Well, it's not 30 yet. That's when I'll turn the air conditioner on, is at 30. And anyway, I've had a wonderful morning at a breakfast. It was the International Women's Day breakfast around at Victor Harbour, and my daughter asked me to go along with her. So it was a lovely morning. We walked out about 10 o'clock after listening to a wonderful guest speaker, Lainey Anderson, I think it is, an author, and wonderful experiences. It was really good morning, so enjoyed that, but it then put the rest of my day out because normally I would have by then have done the live stream, and everything else that's happened in the meantime. I'm here now. So let's go over to the cards. And good morning, Joe. Yes, it is a happy Friday. I love your Fibonacci spiral there. It's beautiful. So let's go over to the cards. We'll see what we have here today. Now, my pencil, the Apple Pencil, I have had to close the curtains. It's why it's looking a bit dark, because it was nearly washed out as far as being able to see them. You couldn't. So the curtains are closed. A bit dark. At least you can see, yes, it's Sarah Marchetti's Gilded Reverie deck, the expanded edition again, and we have the cards in their spread, and we also have the owl. Let's show the owl. Now, here we go. It is, let's get it focused because it's a great phrase, I am a work in progress. And it's a beautiful photo of the owl. Obviously a young one, I would say, but it's beautiful, isn't it? So we'll leave that one there. And good afternoon, Keza. I can see you. Here we go. There you are. Lovely. I love your avatar. Beautiful, or whatever that thing's called. I'm just going to try and see if I can actually monitor my Instagram as well. We shall zoom into these cards because I'm going live on Instagram. I've filled out and done all of the necessary things for connecting, and it says it's live. So, that's an interesting one. I want to save that. And this is where you get sidetracked, isn't it? Going to my page, and I don't think it's telling me that there's anything live, so I'm still not sure what's happening with that. There's obviously a step that I'm not doing correctly, but that's all right. One day I'll get that right. Button pressing. Let's go over to the cards. I'm zooming in on them so we can see them in more detail. Here we go. Oh, that's a little bit too far, isn't it? Let's go down again. A little wee bit. That's it. I think I've got it right now. Yes. There we go. That'll do. Right. My Apple Pencil. It's lasted a while. Or whatever it's called. Stylus thing. We have the time card as that main emphasis for what today is, and it certainly has been. Time has been placed in different aspects, and we've got in the home space, it's communication with the birds, and these birds in particular, the owls, and in the workspace, we've got fox back again in the workspace. So it really is suggesting with this reading, with all those different aspects of what we can use as our gauging of time, our measurements of time, our understanding of time, the hourglass, the rooster crowing in the morning, there's a candle there, there's the cuckoo clock, there's a gizmo, don't know what that one is, another bird that obviously must do a bit of a time, a crowing, bird song in the morning, something like that. There's another bird. I think that one is the owl. It's yes, it is. That one is the owl. I don't want to pick it up because it'll disturb the rest. The pendulums that keep the time like a metronome, the different dials, and obviously there would be different springs and cogs in behind each of those mechanisms. And it's wonderful to see all these different ways of telling time. But really, when we look at what time is, it is just a idea that is in our own heads that we need to be able to tell the time. It's just for human convenience, because really, what is time but the seasons and how we move through our day by the sunrise and the sunset? That's the most essential of what we need to know. We rise in the morning and we sleep at night, and the rest in between is just the flow of passing seconds, yes, but it's just the flow of what we do in our day in its perfect order, because everything is in its own perfect timing. As we go to these birds, the beautiful owls here, what we're looking at in our home space is, again, time to listen like we've had before, and then when we've done our listening, we take off action. This is very much an action thing. Flying, we do spread our wings, we do what we need to be doing. It certainly, instead of forever being stuck on a branch, we do still need to hunt and eat and all that sort of stuff in context of what a bird would need to do. But here it is that more gentle night timeline of when owls do feed. So what we're looking at as well is that more nurturing, gentler light that the moon puts out. It's that more yin energy of the feminine, because that is the shadow work and all of that sort of stuff that's relevant and connected to what is that side of the balance of yin yang and life as it is. We have the day and we have the night. The owls are more the night creatures in their activity. I dare say through the daylight they're sleeping, roosting somewhere. So have a mindfulness around what you are doing for your home, for your family, for that is the connections that's usually associated with a recreation, rest, family, friends, neighbours and community. So it's treading the wise path with this, I think. So it's listen first, act second. And we move over to what the fox is experiencing here is, well, not success at this point in what it wants for its food, chickens, but in the fact that this is in our workspace, going off, re-looking at how we're doing things and planning and working out what is the next step here as well. From this one, it's to be successful. From this one, it's to be successful. So I feel the energy of today is, having that communication with each other and then planning around, like you do in business meetings, staff meetings, that type of thing, that you are actually moving through a collaboration process, even if it's just with me, myself, and I, if you're a solopreneur or an entrepreneur or whatever method you're earning your income, whether it is as an employee for someone else, you're still going to come across those instances of needing to collaborate with other people and work things out. There could be a different way of getting what you need instead of raiding the chicken coop. Right, so have an awareness around that for your workspace today. And for those who have nearly finished their workspaces, question yourself, what was it within your day? And with those of us who are in the Australian time zone now, the day is, well, it's not nearly finished, but a fair chunk of it has gone. What does this mean relevant to how much of our day has already been experienced? How is that fitting into that interpretation that I just shared? Or what would you interpret as being your day from these cards? There's always different ways of looking at how we interpret the cards and these tools. So I hope that's been helpful for you. And tomorrow morning it will be in the regular time line of roughly between the 8 and 9 a.m. That's where my planning will be to shift. I'm being a little flexible around the timeline purely because of where I've come from over the last 5 weeks. And, well, yeah, it has been 5 weeks now. And what may be coming up in the future, who knows? But that's my plan. So let's hopefully see you here again tomorrow morning. And it is the 8 to 9 o'clock Australian Central Daylight Time. So have your notifications on. And even if you're watching from the YouTube, you don't have to comment or anything, just watch or watch the replay if that's more convenient. But hit the like, the subscribe, the notification bell in YouTube, and you definitely do get those notifications for if that's how you've set it. So lovely to be here. I'm going to go. Have a lovely evening, day, whatever you're experiencing moving forward, and keep being the best you that you can be. And I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.